Good morning, everyone. My name is Khutsiso chuene. It's day 2 of our science. Yesterday, okay, before I can talk about yesterday, ke rata go le amogela tšatšing la lekgone forogong ya lekgone. Ke dumela gore all the science students, the innovators, the presidents of tomorrow, our future leaders, so today we'll be doing science again, physical science. I'm helping you guys with physical science paper 1. So ka re le tseba re ka fase ga lockdown, so we are taking our initiative to guide you guys, all the matriculants, so that you can pass at the end of the year. So we are supporting you with all the initiatives that we are taking or will be doing we are doing this for you guys. We really show you the good support since so we are the right call for you guys. So today we'll be doing a horizontal projectile motion. Yesterday we did a vertical projectile motions. So under the topic, I just want to recap so that each and everyone can understand what we did yesterday. We have defined after this topic you will be able to define what's to project, what's a vertical projectile, acceleration, free fall, gravity. You will be able to use the equation of motion and able to interpret the graph, draw a graph, the information that we are given. So the vector quantities and the scalar quantities. So under the vertical motion, we're mainly focusing on the force that is acting on the gravity, which is acceleration, constant 9.8. So the topic, it's I tloge e fapana kudu, but le gopole gape gore ka a vertical motion kudu se be re se bolela e be le gore if you throw something upwards like this, when it reach to the peak or the maximum height, while lowering at the maximum height it becomes 0, it comes back. The reason is because of the pulling of the gravity. The free fall only if air resistance is 0. So we are focusing on the free fall where air resistance is 0. The Newton first law an object, or it will remain the same unless if an external force acting on it. So under the free fall, it's where something is being dropped or something it's been thrown. So that's one of the things that yesterday we focused more on. To project normally it's to throw something to the air, or is to release something, or is to fire something, or to throw something, is to project. And then today we'll be focusing on the horizontal projectile motion. When we are saying we're focusing on the horizontal, which means we're focusing on something that it's moving horizontally. Yesterday we were focusing on something that is moving vertically. So where the objects start at rest, so which means a starter at rest, its initial velocity was 0, and then when it goes up, you have to take the direction where going up is a positive, when it comes back as a negative, and then when it reaches to the peak, it becomes 0. So on the vertical motion, so anything that it's been thrown or projectile vertically, it starts with initial velocity, because it doesn't start at the rest. The difference is that it's not start at rest. So I will be drawing some of the things so that we're able to understand. Here it's a vertical projectile where we are focusing on free fall. So it's up and down motion, so which means something, an object, this is height, so this was a peak or a maximum height. So only gravity acting, it's a equals to 9.8, it's constant. So we focused more on the graphs. It was a position versus time, where the graph start like this, and then here it's horizontal. Now on horizontal vertical motion, we are focusing on something which is horizontal. And remember, in this side, the initial velocity vi is equals to 0, because it starts at a rest. Here it's a rest position. But different, it's that in terms of horizontal, it start with initial velocity, which means in this side the equation was vf is equals to vi plus at. So if we were given time, let's say it was 3 seconds, so we want the final velocity. It's vf is equals to 0, why 0? It start at rest, plus 2 plus 3 seconds, plus 9,8 plus 3, then vf was, if you punch your calculator, 9,8 times 3. So now in this side, where something it's here, he threw a stone. If you check, if somebody is throwing the stone, which means this stone start with initial velocity. Here vi it's known. Here it's vi it's 0. So those are things that we are more focusing on. And then if something, it's, remember, in this side here there will be a lot of forces. It's no longer a gravitational force. So here, if something is being projected, or projected, it's been thrown, or fired. So those are one of the things that we are focusing more on. And yeah, so under the topic, okay, so under the topic, the vertical velocity of a projectile is constant, never change. It's never change. Therefore the vertical acceleration caused by the gravity, its value is 9.8. Sure. Are we clear? So the difference between a vertical motion and a horizontal motion is that a horizontal motion, we start with initial velocity, and then in vertical, the initial velocity is 0 because the objects start at rest. And other thing, at vertical motion, something it might be thrown or released or dropped, but at the vertical, something has been it has the initial velocity. I don't know whether you get us. So in vertical, we are dealing with a y axis, and then at horizontal is x axis. So I don't know whether you get it. We get it. So that was the recap of what we did yesterday, and what we are going to focus more will be doing today. So is the same. It's just that the topic, it's the same. The only difference between the two topics, they don't differ that much. So in terms of the only difference, it's that other thing in other objects start at rest and then with 0 velocity, and other side it start with initial velocity. I hope you are understanding everything that has been said. So far in lesson 2, you have learned the following concept, a notion about a projectile. A projectile is any object upon which the only force is gravity. So which means both sides, the only force is gravity. Under the projectile, the only force is gravity. And then the projectile travels with parabolic trajectory due to the influence of the gravity. There is no horizontal forces acting upon, which means in this side there is no forces acting upon the vertical projectile. This no horizontal acceleration. The horizontal velocity of an object, it's constant. It never changes. It's 9.8. There is a vertical acceleration caused by the gravity. I hope you are understanding what is being said. In this portion of lesson, you will learn how to describe a motion of a numerically. You will learn how the numerical value of x and y component, x and y, x it's x axis, and then y component it's y axis. So if we had to draw a graph, here it's y, here it's x. So this one y it's vertical, and then x it's horizontal. Okay, I hope you understand. And which means the component of the velocity and the displacement. There's a difference between a displacement and a distance. So let's say, or we want to talk about displacement and distance. If you come from A point, you are going to C point. I think if, okay, let's do it like this. You're going from A point to C point with a distance, which means with a distance, which means A to C, here it's B. So with distance, you'll be traveling like you go from B to C. That's a distance. But in terms of displacement, you just go straight. A displacement is the half of the distance. Go rapulate. I don't know whether you get that point. Displacement is change in time or remain constant. You are proceed through linearness. Consider again. So more what is happening, and then let's say the important concept, despite in the above vector, it's that horizontal velocity remain constant during the course. So nothing is changed here. About the same with that one, and the graph chuene. So I think with this topic we have covered what we did yesterday. So if you have any question regarding horizontal motion, you can WhatsApp us on 084 4602 or you can send us a question via Facebook or via WhatsApp, so that you can understand more of the projectile. Yeah, this is what we dealt with from yesterday. So the equations of motions are still the same. So I hope you have enjoyed this session, and so from two things that we did yesterday, and remember, under what's related to horizontal, what is more related to horizontal surface, but this one will be another topic for another day, where we'll be showing the horizontal surface, where we'll have 4 forces acting on the body. So it's for another day. So today we are focusing more on the projection when something is being thrown or fired with initial velocity. Let me check some of the things. Some of the things which might work for us. So I hope guys you are enjoying our session of physical science, and thank you the viewers. We are here for helping you matriculations. We know this is a very difficult time for you, but we will keep encouraging you, we'll keep motivating you, teaching you each and every day. And stay tuned. Ka 12 I will be doing Sepedi, teaching you Sepedi guys. So each and every subject we will try our best to give you the best education so that you can pass your matric guys. We are here for you, and we'll keep motivating you guys so that you can pass with flying colors. Yeah, I think we are done. Yeah, so thank you guys, thank you for watching. We love you. I hope you find this, and remember ke gopela le dieng question tše pedi on vertical motion and horizontal motion, so that we can understand or we can see gore le kwešiša go fihla go kakang. And ge ile gore ke a kitima le gona le boleleng gore se wa kitima, so that I can lower or reduce my pace. I want you to understand guys, I'm not here to trick you or go ka le timetša along the way. I want you guys to understand physical science. We are doing this for you guys. We are helping your teachers. We are helping you. So take this tutorial serious and participate more on this. So today I will be doing mathematics paper 1. So I will be showing all the steps how to calculate. So we want you guys to pass. Yeah, I think with this topic I'm done, because yeah, I hope you have enjoyed my session guys. Stay tuned and tell your friends to watch. Thank you.